Your life is like a train. How? Well, let's take a minute and look at the emotional car on your train. This is a beautiful train. There are multiple cars. They're all hooked together. They're all pulling their own weight. They're all on the same track, moving in the same direction to deliver passengers to the desired location. It's great. But sometimes the cars on the train are not taken care of, or like this one, it's beautiful, but it has no substance. This car can't take me anywhere. This car is beautiful, but it's no longer serving its intended purpose. Wonder what happened. And this car? Well, if I hook this car up to that earlier train that was moving down the track successfully, I'd have a major problem. Lots of damage, lots of broken and debris cars all over the place, and we wouldn't have moved anywhere. Because this car, well, it's not been maintained or taken care of, so it can't serve any function. The same is true in your life. My name is Marcia Denton, and I'm the owner of Meemaw Wisdom Coaching, and this is a train of my life. There are the 6 cars on my life. And each of those cars, when they're on the same track and they're moving in the same direction, and they're each carrying their own load successfully, then these cars can help me achieve where I'm trying to go and get to my desired location. And even for those of us who really work on this and we try to take care of the different parts of our lives, 2020 kicked a lot of our cars off track. And so in this particular instance, I've got all 6 cars, but they're on different tracks and they're not linked together and they're not supporting or helping each other. So if my cars are like this, I'm not going anywhere. The reason I'm asking you and sharing this with you is because I want us to look at our emotional car today. And let's do that through Daniel Goleman's work of emotional intelligence. This is all researched. You can get online or find other resources to support this. Daniel Goleman, back in the 1980s, came out with something called EQ, or emotional intelligence. And what Goleman said was there are 5 levels, 5 rungs of your ladder in your emotional intelligence. And you have to complete one or do one really well to move to the next level. So you can't just jump it around. The first rung on the ladder is self-awareness. I have to know myself really well. I have to know what I'm going to do in certain situations, how I'm going to feel about something, why I'm going to feel a certain way. And so knowing myself really, really well. When I have that down, then I can begin to do self-regulation. And self-regulation is when I can begin to control my emotions and not just let them take over and do what they want to do. I'm regulating them. I'm controlling them so that I can have the best possible outcome. The third rung on the ladder is motivation, and in this rung you begin to see a switch from it all being internal to me and about it being external. In motivation, I want to be a contributing member of society. I want to help the world. I want to be about being driven and productive and high performance. I want to be serving a purpose. In rung 4, I now move completely to those people who are outside of me. And I begin to develop real, genuine empathy, watching people, interpreting what they're thinking and feeling, trying to show them the kindness and the patience that they may need. Maybe they're having a really rough time right now, and I know that. So instead of just reacting when they say something that rubs me the wrong way, I'm going to stop and I'm going to give that some space and some time, and I'm going to give them some kindness and genuineness instead of just reacting. And the 5th rung of the ladder is social skills. And this is where I've developed my emotional intelligence to the level where I can work with really difficult people. I can be involved with difficult people, whether it's at work or at home, on a team, or my family, or whatever the situation may be. I can be successful because I'm a good communicator, I'm a good listener, and I'm able to see the bigger picture and help people. This is also sometimes what some people will refer to as a servant leader, and you'll see a lot of information on the web about that. Um, and these are the different 5 rungs of the ladder. The great thing about emotional intelligence, IQ, your intelligence quotient, that's fixed. You got what you got. But EQ, you can change that. You can improve your score. You can have a higher level of emotional intelligence. So, how's your emotional car on your train? Is it pulling its own weight? Or are the other cars having to pull extra hard because the emotional car, we haven't checked it lately and we aren't taking care of it and we aren't developing ourselves there. And so the emotional car is pulling the rest of our train backwards instead of moving down this track successfully to go where I want to go. I've created a free resource for you, research-based, highly effective with a number of people, no risk whatsoever. In the post that you see attached to this video, you'll see a link. You can just click on the link and get access to that resource. And this resource will allow you to look at the 6 areas, the 6 cars of your train, the 6 areas of your life, and do a little bit of analysis to figure out how healthy are each of my 6 cars. And what do I need to do in 2021 to get where I want to go and not have 1 or 2 cars hindering me because they're not working successfully. And of course, if you have any questions, my email is also in the post. Feel free to reach out and email me. I'll be glad to help you in any way I can. Happy 2021, and here's to your success.